Hey guys, it's Hayley here, host of the podcast. It's been a while. I'm back. Super excited to be here with you. If you don't know me, my name's Hayley Sohn. I'm a nutritionist and a brain training for weight loss coach. So that's really what we talk about on this podcast is how to lose weight without dieting by focusing on your brain. This is where we find lasting weight loss results when we really focus on our brains over here's a list of foods that you can and can't eat. That style of or that method of losing weight by focusing on this list of foods is not effective. It's been proven over and over again for as long as the diet industry has been around. And what I've found in my over 10 plus years career as a nutritionist and going through my own weight loss struggle is that when we focus on the source of the problem, your brain, we can actually get results that weight loss results that don't feel like a struggle, that don't feel like we're using willpower the entire time to get our weight down, that feel a lot easier, a lot more effortless, and get us to a place where we end our weight loss struggle. With dieting, it's like something you're going to have to be on this diet forever and you're always going to struggle with it because you're not really making a change in your brain. But when you focus on brain training, you can get yourself to a place where this is just who you are. You weigh something different and you're not worried about going backwards. So I love this story. I recently had a client of mine quit. She was like, and this was right before Thanksgiving. She came on a coaching call and she's like, I've lost my 48, 50 pounds, the goal that I wanted to hit. And I just have no worries about the weight ever coming back. She's like, I'm looking for the next challenge in my life now that I've completed this weight loss challenge, like, and I've gotten myself to this new place where it's just easy and effortless and this is who I am and I'm done. She's like, I get to move on. I get to go do the next thing. And that's what I want for everyone. Right now, it might feel like you're stuck in this. You have no motivation. You can't see a way out. Might not even be able to picture yourself ever not struggling with your weight. At least I felt like that when I was struggling with it. I really wanted to not have to struggle with it and not have to be thinking about food all the time. I wanted to get to that place, but it was really hard for me to imagine that being possible. And it is possible. I'm there. Kathy's there who just left the program. And a lot of my other clients are there. They have lost the weight. They've changed their brains, not just surface level habits. This is like real deep change. Anyways, welcome to the podcast. I did not mean to go into that rant. I got a little sidetracked. Anyways, so today we're going to talk about losing weight because you want to look good. This comes up so much. Almost every time I talk to somebody who wants to work with me, I'm like, what is motivating you to move forward? I really want to understand that and know that. What is motivating you to lose this weight? And so many people are like, well, I want to look good, but that's probably not a good enough reason. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Why is that not a good enough reason? So, this is going to be just a quick episode because I just want to put this in your mind. Anytime you're telling yourself, maybe that's not a good enough reason, you're probably holding yourself back from getting the result that you want. You want to look good. You want to feel good in your skin. You want to be able to fit back into those pants in the back of your closet. So many people, too, tell me, oh, I've got this closet full of clothes, like really nice clothes that I love and I wish I could wear. I just can't fit into them. And I don't know how to get myself to the place where I can fit into them. And that's what's motivating me. I want to look good. I want to walk by the mirror and be like, dang, you look amazing. I want to be able to fit back into those clothes that I love. And I just want to be confident in my own skin. Those are fantastic reasons to lose the weight. That doesn't make you vain. It doesn't make your desire to lose weight any less real or any less valid. Like, go get it. Let's do this. That is totally a good enough reason to get into this and lose the weight. So, my point is for this quick podcast episode, don't tell yourself that wanting to look good is not a good enough reason to lose weight. Because when you say that, you are delaying you getting the result that you want, looking good, until there's a more serious reason to lose weight. You're basically telling yourself, well, wanting to look good isn't a good enough reason. So I really need to have like something else wrong, like a medical condition, which is kind of where my brain goes because that is a risk if you're overweight, running into some sort of medical condition, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease. Those are all serious risk factors involved. So saying that wanting to look good isn't good enough reason is almost like saying, well, I'll wait until I have a medical reason to do this. Which then it gets dangerous. Do not wait. The best way to prevent like a serious medical condition is to start acting before you are running into signs that you're getting close to one. So this is the time. Do this now before you get into that territory. Wanting to look good is a completely amazing and valid reason. And that is enough to drive you forward to take action to start losing weight. I want to tell you guys, you don't need this huge, like, big why, air quotes, why behind wanting to lose weight. It doesn't have to be like, I'm, solving, I'm going to be the first person in my family to not have obesity, which that is actually something that I've heard a couple of my clients have come through and said, like, I want to be the first person in my family who ends the obesity struggle. And I want to be that example for my kids. That's incredible. But it doesn't have to be that big. It can simply be, I put on 10 pounds this year. I'm not sure what happened. And I want to get back to looking the way I did and feeling the way I did because I loved that. I loved that feeling. And I loved looking at myself in the mirror and fitting into those clothes. Completely amazing reason. Go out and do it. Do not wait. Don't put this off. And I will also say, this is not talked about a lot. And I'm not sure that I'm going to put it into words the way that I know it impacts people in a way that you can understand how it impacts people and impacts you. But when you have something that you want and you delay getting it, you delay going out there and getting it, you just have this part of your brain that is brain space, brain power, brain energy that's completely wasted thinking about wanting to get that result and not going out and getting it. So there's a part of your brain that's constantly talking to you about, I wish I could fit into those clothes. I wish I didn't weigh what I weigh right now. I wish I looked the way I wanted to look. I wish I wasn't eating ice cream on the couch every night. I wish I wasn't thinking about food all the time. I wish I could have said no to those break room cookies. That part of your brain is completely taken up all the time with those kinds of thoughts. And the longer you delay going out and solving the problem, going out and actually doing something about your weight and about your, eating the break room cookies, the longer you delay that, the more wasted brain energy you have and brain space you have. This is the time to go out and make a change. Don't wait and let your brain just waste that space. Focus on making a change because you are wasting that brain power and that brain energy. Like my client who like moved on, she was like, I'm gonna go do the next thing in my life because this isn't on the table anymore. It's not taking up brain space and brain energy and thinking anymore. I get to move on and do something else. And that is really, I think, the deeper part of all of this is that when you don't have a result that you want, part of your brain is constantly thinking about it, about wanting to lose weight and make this change. And because that part of your brain is thinking about that, it's not thinking about other things. It's not thinking about what, planning your next vacation, or I don't know, changing careers or learning something new. It's wasted on wanting to lose weight. And the longer you delay going out and getting that result and actually doing something about it, the longer you're just not able to use that part of your brain for other things that you want in your life, other challenges. Don't let this be the only challenge that you overcome or the only thing that you do or that you want to do. Like, go do it, go tackle this and be done with it and move on. And I think that's such a huge part of this that just isn't talked about. And I'm sure I didn't do a super great job of explaining it just now. But maybe if you kind of reflect on that, you can find where that's true for you in your life. It certainly was for me. It took up almost my entire day for a year, probably, where I was just thinking about it. Why do I weigh this? Why don't I weigh what I want to weigh? Why am I eating all of this stuff? Why can't I stop? I don't want to be thinking about food all the time. It just takes up so much space in our lives, or it can. So be thinking about that. Don't let your air quotes small reason like be this thing that isn't enough to get you out there doing something about it. Okay? So that is my quick soapbox for the day. Wanting to look good is a good enough reason. And the longer you tell yourself that it isn't, the longer you delay going and getting that result for yourself. And the more likely you are to wind up in this territory where you're actually telling yourself it has to be something bigger, which in the case of weight can mean something dangerous in terms of your health. So do this now when it feels good, just because it feels good and just because it's something that you want to do. Invest in yourself. That is so important. So, so important. Okay. I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.